Man, PSA, the other day, right? I'll just show you how America is just like against fathers. It ain't even just a color thing, it's just fathers. You know, you can do a wellness check if you don't see your child or haven't seen your child and want to know what's going on. Women do it. It's a little term that women do. So, like, I picked it up on it, calling DCFS, calling different agencies, right? So lady officer was like, yeah, you just do a wellness check. Ooh. I'm like, all right. I'm like, my daughter, feel like my daughter's hospital. Been Father's Day weekend. I don't know what's going on. Whoop-de whoop. She's like, oh, I get officer over there to do a wellness check. Now, man, before she, I'll do the wellness check. I called before, weeks before, months before, trying to do wellness check. And like, the female officers will suggest it, right? But when the supervisor or the sergeant or whoever's on duty that's on call has to do it, they be like, why I gotta do a wellness check? They'll call you and complain and try to figure out an excuse for them not to go do it. Like I literally argue with police officers, at least 4 of them, back and forth. Well, I can say argue, I said debate, because they get upset, I don't get upset. About, oh, why don't you just go over there? Why can't you go? I'm like, well, look, when she was lying in court, filing these fake emergency order protections, y'all was so excited, so ecstatic that y'all had 30 cars pop up on me at her house when I was supposed to pick my daughter up. Y'all had police and sheriffs harassing me almost 2 years every day because she filed an order of protection every 2 months because it gets dropped every 2 months. Y'all got the audacity to complain about y'all doing y'all job. And I'm like, I pay my taxes. Shit, I'm a boss. I'm a taxpaying citizen. Shit, ooh. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, you got to do your job. Protect and serve, right? So now they salty. Man, this dude the other day, and every time they do their wellness, this dude, sometimes they tell me if somebody answers or not, sometimes they don't. He was like, yeah, she wasn't there. This dude, he's not there. So now they get to telling me their personal life and what they go through. Yeah, man, it's a bunch of us going through it. This and that, and you should go to court. It helps a lot of families. I'm like, bro, listen, you're a officer. No, you're not even an officer. You enforce what the court duties. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, you're gonna say go to court because it's all one circle. It's all together. That's how y'all make money. You just gotta follow tasks. Like, you can't even think outside the box. I'm like, you know what I'm saying? That don't even make sense to put myself in court to see my child. For one, me and her mother are both adults that made the child. We both got bachelor's degrees. We college graduates. We met in college. So then I'm like, another thing is, I got a law background. The best thing to do is to stay out of court. In anything in life, I don't care what it is, you don't go to court. You settle out of court. Because once you go to court, it gets messy. And things can go left, and it's, stuff that ain't got nothing to do with stuff, you know what I'm saying? So, oh, well, I did it, and, I started seeing my kids and this and that, and, it took a while. And I'm like, man, look, I done seen people pay $100,000 to try to get in touch with their lawyers and do all this and that to see a kid once a day and working 3 jobs just to see their kid once a week or once a month or some shit. I ain't doing that shit, man. You tripping. So then this nigga got the audacity to tell me, you should just put yourself on child support and then now it's about a course and then we can go enforce it. And she can't just not give you time because you're on child support. I got the phone with him. If don't nobody know this, I'm going to put y'all on game. Child support is a voluntary agency. Child support is like a debt collector. Child support has nothing to do with the law. Child support is basically an agency to infringe and put forth rules and violations if you agree to it, if you voluntarily sign up for it. Child support affects your credit, your employment. It's basically debt collectors. You give them access to your financial institutions so that if every month comes, they get a cut and they get a cut, and the person that you paying to gets a cut. So you got to get 2 cuts, plus you got to pay taxes. So that's 3 cuts. So if you got $1,000, right, you got to get cut 3 times. You got to pay taxes. That's what, 11, 12%. So that's $110, $120. Then you got, let's say, child support. Let's say they take $300. You got your baby mama. Let's say she take $300. So now you only got $300, and you made $1,000, but you had to get $700 up because you got taxes, child support. Child support, actually, if you don't voluntarily, what they're doing across different states, if you didn't sign up for child support, didn't agree to it, you can sue child support for infringing on your life, because that's identity theft. They can't, if you don't sign or voluntarily sign or authorize them into your life or what's going on, then that's identity theft. Now, what they are doing with the courts, they're offering counseling, they're offering family mediations. If they will suggest child support, and if you argue with your BM, if you do this and you go for it, that's on you. But the courts don't even suggest child support anymore. They don't even make that an option. They try to make families work it out or come together or come to a resolution. The outside forces influence child support to tear down the man as a trick. You know what I'm saying? Oh, you see a kid, you pay me some money, but you paying them to make sure you get paid. That's an extortion. So it makes no sense. And then they had the thing with, I think it was 5-10 years ago, they was just forcing people on child support if you had a kid. You know what I'm saying? No matter what. So it's a bunch of celebrities or people well off financially. It was just getting on child support based on people they were sleeping with, which they didn't voluntarily sign up for. So child support had a lot of lawsuits. So that's why child support is starting to fade away, because it's not actually a part of the government. It's another business. Just like the police force is a business. It's not a part of the government. They are a third party to the government. They get paid from the government, but they have to pay taxes as well. They are a corporation. They're no special task force or anything. They're a corporation, which they pay taxes. They have to follow the law. They have bookkeeping. The only organization that's a part of the government is the IRS, because they don't have a book of ledger. If you have a book of ledger, you're a business, you're a corporation. The IRS doesn't have a book of ledger. So that's just a little game for y'all. But yeah, man, don't let police talk to y'all, man. They say anything. This man talking about he's still working, struggling to see his 2 kids. And he had to go through all this with his baby mama. And he on child support. And you know, some people tell you to do stuff because they're doing it. Bro, I make way more than you on a lazy day. Why the fuck would I do what you do? No offense. Is it? And it's just the truth. If somebody don't make more than you or not in a position you want to be in life, why the fuck would you take their advice? I don't give a fuck who it is. I don't give a fuck what you got to say. Oh, humble yourself. Bitch, listen. If a motherfucker ain't in the position, if I don't want to be in their position or want some of their position or something like that, why would I follow that or even pay attention to that or entertain that? I got the life you want to live, dog. I wake up peacefully. I can deal with who I want to deal with. I can make more kids with whoever I want to make more kids with. And at the end of the month, I ain't got to pay no bitch. Downside, I don't see my child. But my child gets older. With technology, children that be having phones at what, 9, 10 years old, 8, 9, 10 years old? My child will call me, FaceTime me, find a way. I'm a businessman, she can Google me. My number be everywhere. I'm gonna have to wait a little time, but I damn sure not gonna put myself in debt, because this bitch is already in debt. And she got cut off because all she is debt and a problem. You know what I'm saying? That don't even make sense. If the bitch was already toxic, financially causing me problems, then personally trying to cause problems by being emotional and dating or doing dicks or whatever you doing to try to throw me off psychologically, man, you gotta get the fuck on. You tripping. You my baby mama too? Oh, I'm going through all this shit, paying bill, making sure motherfucker got a house, car, all this shit, and you wanna fuck a broke nigga? He ain't doing nothing but entertaining you and gassing you up when you talk about me. He get turned on when you talk about me. Shorty, you smoke. Like, you over with. So you gotta play these games because it's never gonna be the same. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I understand with women now, like, y'all fucked up so bad that y'all know apologize ain't gonna get nowhere because it's bullshit. Sorry ain't gonna change shit. It acknowledges that you did something wrong, but it ain't gonna change it. Especially if you was excited to do the wrong. It just didn't turn out in your favor. It just didn't work out right. That dude didn't like you thought. That dude couldn't change your life. It just was all a figment of your imagination based on emotions. All the people gassed you up. Now they like, well, I think you should try to be back with so-and-so. Oh, damn, you messed up, huh? It's all jokes, and then you start thinking about that shit at night. You look at your kid look like the man. You feeling crazy. You can't help but see the man. But now the man don't want to see you and you don't know what to say. You have nothing to say. You was disrespectful the whole time and you went overboard and now you don't know what to say. You can't say nothing. You want things to go back the way they was, but you can't do nothing. You're not able. You want to tell everybody else to do something to help you. You want to tell everybody else to try to influence things, but they can't help you. You got to help you out this situation. And you got to figure out something. But you ain't going to figure it out because you give up all the time. So what you going to do? Give up and hope somebody feels sorry for you to come around. That shit dead.